Oh my god, it's different. It's so different. So today, yes, I'm in a different place, and that is because today I'm going to be doing the 25 Bookish Facts Tag, and I just felt the need to sit down because it is 25 things that I need to talk about myself. So it's gonna be a minute, and I didn't want to stand up when I had to keep looking at my notebook to remember everything that I wrote down. So I'm sitting down today. Yeah. I was not tagged by anyone, of course, because I like doing things I wasn't tagged in, but let's begin anyways. So my first fact is I cannot stand it when people stack their books horizontally on their bookshelves. It just bothers me. They have to be vertical. Vertical. And then leading into my next fact, number 2, is I do usually have a stack of horizontal books on my bookshelf, but it is because they are books that are borrowed from other people, so I do not mix them in with my own books, because that would be bad and I would forget. And my kitty has come to join me. The third fact that I have is going to be the first books that I had ever read by myself were the Boxcar Children's books and Goosebumps. And I do not remember anything about the Boxcar Children books, but I remember that I used to love them. Number 4 is that I cannot read more than one book at a time. Currently I am reading 2 books at a time, but it's a little bit different because one of them is the Zombie Short Stories book, and I'm actually at the end of one of these short stories, so it's kind of like the end of a book, and I'm reading another book at the same time, but not really. I am completely incapable of reading 2 books at once. I just confuse everything, and I'm bad with memory stuff. Number 5 fact is that you remember those book fairs that we had when we were children? And Kitty, I'm doing stuff, go away. Those book fairs that you had as children, and I wanted to buy a series of Unfortunate Events, the whole series, and then my teacher at the time, mind you, this was like 3rd grade, he told me that the books sucked, and I did not buy them because I trusted his opinion. I regretted that so much when I read them when I was older. I would have fell in love with those book series. Oh, I regretted that. My number 6 fact is that the Cirque du Freak series by Darren Chan is the series that got me into reading hardcore. My number 7 fact is that I actually had the Harry Potter books read to me by my 2nd and 3rd grade teacher. He was the same teacher, and he would read to us right after recess so that we would calm down. And I think we actually only ever got through like the 4th and 5th Harry Potter. We never actually started from the beginning that I was aware of. I think he may have just read them to us so he could read them himself, but hey, whatevs. It got me into Harry Potter. Number 8 is that my bookshelves have to be in alphabetical order. I cannot make them into color coordinated, and oh my gosh, it bothers me so much when people have color coordinated books because it just, it looks so pretty, and I love how it looks, but I would never be able to have bookshelves like that. They have to be in alphabetical order. Doesn't matter if it's by series name, author name, or the book name, but the series always have to be right next to each other in the same place, and they always have to be in alphabetical order. It's just, oh. Number 9 fact is that I actually don't really dislike too many books. I may not have very strong feelings for it, but I don't think I dislike too many books. There's only been a few books that I haven't been able to finish, but yeah, I usually like most books that I read. Now that doesn't mean that I don't think that some books aren't my thing. It's just usually I can find something about the book that I like, but I just may not reread it again. My number 10 fact is that I cannot stand having books on my shelf that I will not reread. I will give away books that I just think were meh. I will not have them on my bookshelf if I'm not going to reread them. It is just a simple fact. I there's no point in having the books taking up my space on my bookshelves if I am not going to read them, so I just give them away. And with that leading into my 11th book fact is that I trade books with my friends when I am bored with a book or I am not a huge fan of it. We just give each other books that we don't like anymore instead of selling them, because my friends usually have similar taste to me but not exact same taste, so if I'm not a huge fan of the book, they may love it and then they can have it and do with it what they will. My number 12 fact is that characters don't have faces unless it's a female with brown hair. Then I automatically assume it looks just like me, because I think all women with brown hair, brown eyes look exactly like me. It's just, I have no idea why. I know they don't look exactly like me, but as soon as they are described in a book as in brown hair, brown eyes, it's me. Every other character, every other male, any male, any other female, red hair, I don't know what it looks like. Number 13 is that I do most of my reading at work. I have breaks at work every couple of hours. I read for like 15 minutes, and then on my lunch break I read all throughout that. And yeah, I read mostly at work. I do read at home, but usually I have other stuff to do like cleaning and internet stuff, so I do read mostly at work. Number 14 is that I actually didn't really start collecting books, like actually collecting them, until about 3 years ago. Before then, I only had one little baby bookshelf that was full, and then as soon as I hit like 18, I got a job, it's just like bam, 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 I just bought all the books that I could. It was kind of frightening actually how quickly I bought how many books I had. Number 15 is that I carry a book everywhere that I go. It is in my purse. Number 16 is that I actually have a nickname at work, and it is the librarian, because I always have a book with me like I just said, and I want to be a librarian when I get out of college. Number 17 is that I actually hate the smell of used bookstores and old books. It's just musty and I don't like it. I like the smell of new books and new bookstores, but old books, it literally makes me kind of sick to my stomach. Number 18 is that I absolutely love books that have a strong female character. It doesn't have to be a lead, but any butt-kicking female character, if I can read about it, I love them. That's why I love Poison Study and Graceling so much, because the main female character is just so awesome. Number 19 is that I actually do not have an immediate family member that reads as well. I have an aunt who reads, but don't really see her too often, at least not as much as I wish I could. She reads, but she doesn't really read the exact same type of books as me. But again, immediate family member, none of them read. I'm the only one. Number 20 is that it really bothers me when people call a book a quick read. I don't know why. I just feel like because it's a quick read to them, it doesn't mean it's a quick read to somebody who reads slower, and I don't know, it really bothers me when people say it's a quick read. Number 21 is that I have actually bought quite a few ebooks, but I keep forgetting that I have them, and I just never read them. They just sit on my tablet and they never get read, because I buy them when they're on sale, because I'm part of the BookBub thing where you buy things that are really cheap and everything like that. I just buy them and then forget about them, so that's why I never read an ebook. Number 22 is that there are no book clubs near me, and it makes me so angry. There is one in my library, my local library, but it meets at like noon on a Friday, and I work weekdays until 3:00 p.m. every day, every weekday, and I can't get to it. And I'm just not responsible enough to make my own book club because I'm just too busy with stuff, and makes me so sad. Number 23 is that I have 2 tattoos because of books. One of them is book related and one of them is book inspired, and my book related one is my Harry Potter one that is on my shoulder, and then my book inspired one is my Imagine tattoo right here with the knight fighting a dragon. Number 24 is that I absolutely hate buying books that I've already read. So that is why I'm not a huge fan of the library, because I can't make myself buy a book I've already read. Oh, I know it doesn't make much sense. Like, that is why I still do not own the Cirque du Freak series, because I've already read them and I've loved them. But I just, I want somebody else to buy them for a gift for me. That is what I want to happen right now. Like, for Christmas, if anybody that I know is watching this, buy me Cirque du Freak for Christmas, and I will love you forever. And my final fact, yes, Crockett, I love you. Okay, come here. Come on, I know you want to. And my final fact, my 25th fact, is that when I can't decide what to read, I sit in front of my bookshelf and call people for them to tell me what to read. That's sad, I know, but it happens. But that is all of the facts that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed watching, because I sure as hell love talking. I will see you guys next time. You're so cute.